Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, At Home with Willowberry. Or if you're new, welcome. But where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. My name is Valerie, and in today's video, I'm going to try to bring you some good old-fashioned homemaking motivation from my mobile home here in the Virginia mountains. We're making pulled pork sandwiches for dinner, and I get caught up on my laundry. It was a beautiful fall day, and I can't wait to share the gorgeous views of the Blue Ridge Mountains with all of you. So if you're interested, then I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the video. How are you all doing today? I sure hope you're all having a wonderful day. Can you believe it's already November? Not me, that's for sure. Where did October go? I tell you what, it just flew by. Before we know it, it'll be Thanksgiving, then Christmas, and then the new year will be here. I love this time of year, but we've got a lot to do to get ready for the holidays. Number one on our list is to finish our middle son's bedroom, hopefully long before Christmas, so that way he can move out of the living room and into his brand new bedroom. As of right now, I don't have anywhere to put up a Christmas tree or to even decorate, and we can't have that now, can we? But I'm not too worried about it. There's not too much left in order to finish our son's room. Tim and our son will paint the walls and ceiling this weekend, and hopefully they'll even have time to start hanging the wood slats on the other two walls. I have a feeling that project will take the longest to complete, but once it's finished, then we'll just need to install the flooring, the door, and then frame out the windows. I guess if push comes to shove, then he can always just move in with the room still unfinished, just to get through the holidays. But that's the worst case scenario. Either way, they are making great progress, and he's going to have a beautiful new room to call his own. It's about 10 o'clock on this particular morning, and I want to go ahead and get a pork shoulder prepared to go into the slow cooker. The first thing I did was mix up the seasonings that I would need to season the pork shoulder with. I'm following a recipe for pulled pork sandwiches that I found on slowcookergourmet.net, and I'll make sure to link the recipe down in the description box, just in case y'all want to give it a try. The next step is to prepare the pork shoulder. I was going to attempt to do it myself, but I had to call Tim in for backup. He's usually the one that prepares big roasts like this, and I'm not a big fan of handling raw meat, so I'm going to let Tim do it for me. I'm getting a bit of a late start this morning. The recipe says it could take 8 to 10 hours to cook the pork on low, and at that rate, it'll be 9 o'clock tonight before we're ready to eat. So my plan is to cook the pork on low for 5 hours, and then I'll turn the heat up to high for 2 hours, and hopefully dinner will be ready at a decent time. We'll also be having French fries, roasted Brussels sprouts, and coleslaw with our pulled pork sandwiches for dinner tonight. Alright, the pork shoulder is seasoned and ready to go into the slow cooker. Next, I'll mix up the sauce that the pork will cook in. According to the recipe, I'll need barbecue sauce, chicken broth, and apple cider vinegar. After I get the pork cooking in the slow cooker, I plan to go ahead and make the coleslaw. I want to make the coleslaw this morning so that it can sit in the fridge all day so that it has time for the flavors to marry. To me, coleslaw tastes better that way. Well, alright, let's get this pork a-cooking. Okay, the pork is in the slow cooker, so now I'm ready to make the coleslaw. For the coleslaw, I'm using pre-cut cabbage, Duke's mayonnaise, mustard, celery seed, sugar, and apple cider vinegar. Tim likes a mustardy coleslaw, so that's what I'm making today. Okay, I've got the pork shoulder cooking in the slow cooker on low, and I made coleslaw for our pulled pork sandwiches. Now I have a sink full of dishes to clean up. Guess what happened last week? We lost all our water pressure. We have a well and the pressure switch went bad. As you all know, we've had a water pressure issue ever since moving in. Well, when Tim realized he had to replace the pressure switch, he was able to increase our water pressure quite a bit. Instead of the water coming from the faucet in a slow drizzle, it now flows out at a more normal speed. It sure makes washing dishes by hand a whole lot easier, that's for sure. And it gives me hope that one day we'll be able to run a dishwasher and a washing machine. say it's been a pretty productive morning so far. I was able to get dinner started and I got the kitchen cleaned up a bit, so now I'm ready to make my bed. I have several loads of laundry that I need to fold, and the only place I have to fold them is on my bed, so I want to go ahead and change out the linens so that I can get started on the laundry. But first, it looks like Max needs some lovin's this morning. I tell you what, that boy is so sweet and he gives the best cuddles. I love having the curtains open to be able to see all the beauty that's outside. Those trees with their fall beauty takes my breath away. It's so pretty this time of year. I love trees, and seeing them change into their fall colors makes my heart so happy. Alright, well, I'm almost through making the bed, and when I'm done, then I'll get started on the laundry. Did you know that having an empty laundry basket is the best 5 seconds of the week? And there's no need to worry. Everything comes out in the wash. I've heard that laundry is the real never-ending story. And I tell you what, I wish my bank account filled up as quickly as my laundry basket. Today, I will be thankful for all the socks, the grass-stained jeans, and the endless piles of laundry, because it means my loved ones are still here at home. But it's either laundry today or naked tomorrow, because it's a whole lot of wash, dry, fold, repeat. All right, well, let's fold some laundry. There's Miss Willowberry. She loves sitting up here looking out the window. She's such a sweet little girl. I can't believe she's already 9 years old. Feels like we just brought her home as an 8-week-old puppy. Those 9 years have flown by, that's for sure. All right, well, I have just a few more clothes to fold, and then I want to make an after-school treat for the boys. I bought a caramel apple kit called Rapples, so I'm going to go ahead and make that for when they get home from school. Well, y'all, I'm finally caught up on my laundry. So after I put away this morning's dishes, I'm going to go ahead and make some caramel apples. Now that the apples are wrapped in caramel, they will warm up in a 200-degree oven for about 5 minutes, just until the caramel is softened, and then I'm going to decorate them with sprinkles. The pork is coming right along and it smells really good in here. I can't wait for dinner tonight. It's going to be so good. The boys will be home from school soon, so I thought I'd go ahead and finish prepping dinner. I turned the slow cooker up to high for the last 2 hours of cook time, and now I'm going to get the Brussels sprouts ready to go in the oven. We're having roasted Brussels sprouts and French fries to go with our pulled pork sandwiches for dinner tonight. Everything is prepped and ready to go. The pork should be ready around 6 p.m. It's 5 now, and it will only take the Brussels sprouts about 30 minutes to cook. So since I have a little time on my hands, I thought I'd head outside to clean up the front porch a bit. It's a beautiful fall day with warm temps, so we'd like to eat dinner outside tonight. Well, after I go outside and take a little break, then hopefully the pork will be ready to pull apart, and then I can finish making dinner. Well, y'all, as much as I'd like to keep relaxing out on the front porch, it's time to finish making dinner. I'm going to roast the Brussels sprouts in a 400-degree oven for about 30 minutes, and while they're cooking, I'll make the French fries. I already checked on the pork, and it's nice and tender and falling apart, so it's ready. It cooked for 7 hours in the slow cooker. The first 5 hours were on low, and then for the last 2 hours I turned the heat up to high. All right, well, if you're ready, it's time to finish making dinner. Dinner is almost ready. I just need to finish cooking the side dishes, which will give Tim time to go pick our son up from practice. I tell you what, I haven't cooked dinner in a slow cooker in a very long time. I forgot how convenient they are. I feel like making dinner tonight was a breeze. I'm excited to find more slow cooker recipes, that's for sure. You know what? I think I forgot to mention that this is a new crock pot. We found it at Ollie's, and I'm so glad we did. It's going to make life so much easier as far as getting dinners ready on days that we're super busy. Dinner is ready, y'all, and it looks and smells amazing. Tim and our son made it back home just in time. Well, all right, it's time to dig in. I tell you what, I would definitely recommend y'all trying out this recipe for pulled pork. It was very delicious. Well, y'all, I guess that's about it for another video. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Let me know if you try the recipe. Alright, y'all, I hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye, y'all.